Hello everybody, my name is GenVamp, aka Jack Graves. Okay, seriously guys, welcome to Behind the Vamp, which is pretty much this video where I actually explain why I go with the GenVamp slash Jack Graves persona, the so-called vampire from space, kind of like Count Dracula, except, well, I guess you could say I cover whatever the hell I want, mostly involving anything having to do with the geek-related culture. But basically, I want to go ahead and say that there is a reason why I don't actually use my real-life name, which is Peter. I'm not going to cover my last name, and the reason why I don't exactly use, I don't actually involve a lot of my family into my videos, primarily because, well, not a lot of them are actually interested in them, and there are some personal issues involved, which I will not get into, but everything is mostly good. It's just that there's, disagreements in the fact that, well, they don't know how to use, they don't know editing or how to use a camera, or it just won't exactly fit well. I'm not trying to put down my personal family. I love them to death, just as much as my fans and supporters will. Yeah, just as much. But I just don't want to involve them in my personal life, and I basically feel that this was a much more interesting name than my real name. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like my real name, Peter, but I prefer to go with GenVamp because, quite frankly, I like doing the character because I get to be myself, which is funny because obviously it's an exaggeration of myself, basically, except I'm trying to be a bit more interactive with that character, and really I want to do a lot of reviews and Let's Plays, and I'm always willing to collaborate with many other YouTubers and whatnot, primarily those involved in Let's Plays or whatnot, or any other stuff that you guys like me to cover. One thing that I also do is these videos where they're basically vlogs where I have a point and I basically address it. They're called PSAs, or public service announcements. Yeah, and that's where I just cover various topics or statements or sayings like you can choose your friends but can't choose your family. There's a lot of stuff with that one, but my main focus is reviewing, and of course I want to involve a story with GenVamp in which he's a reporter for geek-related stuff, and then he finds this bio badge, which is basically a lapel pin with a biohazard on it, and the story writes itself from there as he meets other reviewers, and there are reviewers that are his friends, and I have friends that help me out with the writing and the ideas and such, and there's a lot that goes into it, but I am just don't exactly have all of the supplies to do that, and I will set up a Patreon for that, and I could have set it up a long time ago, but I chose not to. Primarily because it's not that I don't like Patreon and all, and by the way, also this is my mic that I actually did buy with my own money. And one thing I'll say is that I never scam people. This is actually my mic. It's not a rental or anything. I don't even think you can rent mics, but whatever. The thing to know is that I actually enjoy what I do. I don't scam people, and sometimes I don't always have everything to say. Sometimes I don't have enough of a plan for things. In fact, I wanted to put some thumbnails on a lot of my videos, some creative ones, but I don't exactly have the skills for designing and whatnot, but I want to actually get better with that, and it may take me longer than usual to actually get designs done. Not saying that I don't know what I want. I do. It's just I'm not exactly the best designer, and I'm always willing to have designers help me out with that, or editors, or whatever. Any possible help from good video makers would help. In fact, one of my good friends, Whyboy of Cartoon Corner Productions, you can check that out in the link below, and it's the channel is right here as well. You should take a look at that. That's really fun. He primarily covers animated stuff, and I'm actually going to be doing some reviews with him later on down the line. I believe it's the Dead Space animated movies, and there's possibly more that we will be doing together, but there's also a lot of other stuff in the works. I want to cover the Mad Max films and have a discussion video. Well, it's going to be part of my GVM podcast. That's upcoming, and I think that's going to be good. I cover this stuff not just to profit, even though I mostly don't profit, and I source everything I use, and I always have everything done for fair use. And I think that really there's going to be a lot more that you guys will enjoy, and I will take a lot of time and put a lot of effort into making this stuff. I have to get the designing portion done. I have some friends helping me out with that, and I will learn in time. I mean, who knows, it may take a week or less, who knows, or possibly more than that, and I'm always willing to have help. If any of you are willing to help me out in terms of learning new things, trying new things, or personal recommendations, please feel free to contact me at my email listed up there, right up there, and it's also listed in the description for those who are possibly watching this on a mobile device. But yeah, there's a lot to go into. Too much to go into. It's all good. None of it is porn related, I assure you, but it's definitely all fun. I just got to tell you, and I'm not just making this up. This is me personally telling you all that I actually understand your culture. In fact, I'm a gamer as well. I like watching movies and shows and stuff. I have my own personal preferences, but as long as you guys accept me, I accept you, and really that's all there is to it. And I really do appreciate you guys, not just because you support and watch me, but also because I like the geek-related culture. The geek culture, gamers, otakus, anime fans, people who like movies or whatnot. That's basically me. And I'm hoping to one day actually create my own video games. I'm more of a writer than an animator, but I do have some skills with writing, and I'd like to have my stuff made into animated movies or shows, or possibly video games as well. Yeah, that will work. That will also be a nice choice. I have tons of ideas and tons of things I'd like to do, but I'm actually going to also continue on with my reviewer persona, and I'm hoping to get a website started. For me, I actually want to do a lot of that myself before I set a Patreon up, because I don't want you guys going ahead and thinking that I'm just another amazing atheist or anything like that, because really, I personally want to show you guys that I'm able to handle myself and make videos, let's plays or review-wise, or make videos that are entertaining or fun or whatnot, basically to show that I can handle myself in terms of making videos and show that I'm actually a good person within this community. I mean, I wouldn't actually make this all up or try to scam you guys at all. I wouldn't do anything like that. In fact, there's some people I've actually helped out in real when it came to money, I guess you could say. Like, in terms of my work, which I won't exactly discuss aside from making videos and my real-life job, which I will not go into, I will say that I do my best to help out my friends and family whenever they need it, and some of those people that I actually have met online, I've also helped out as well. I can't help everyone, but I can do my best to motivate and influence you guys in the way that, well, maybe a little bit differently, but I can motivate and influence you guys. I'm hoping to try and do that as I make my videos and to stimulate discussion on specific topics, primarily having to do with the geek culture and whatnot, and some other stuff as well. I can branch out, and I'm willing to do that. I just have my preferences as to what I stay with, and really, I guess that would be it. I also, aside from that, from this microphone, I also have a new shirt, and I would like to show you right there, Markiplier. I got into watching his videos and a bunch of other Let's Players like him that are talented, not the non-ones, but you know what I'm saying. You guys should definitely check out Markiplier and people like that. I have a lot of recommended channels here on this channel right here. There's a lot of other stuff that's going to be covered. There's this channel that has the recommended ones, and my other two channels that are also in You're here on my channel. If you go on the home page, I think you can actually find them. They're shown right there. It's like a new tab or something. It's basically like a little section on, I guess, any of my channels, whether it's Vamplifier Gaming or GenVamp Gaming or my main channel, GenVamp Nation Productions, all one word, of course. That's where all that's listed. But anyway, aside from me telling you about cool stuff, I also can make cool stuff myself, and I'm hoping to add more to my actual show, which will be really, really fun. Possibly over-exaggerated, but I'm not going to make it too Nostalgia Critic-like. Not going to make it too much like Nostalgia Critic's videos, because then it wouldn't be as fun. I guess you could say my style would be more like JonTron or Markiplier or Game Grumps, people like those. Possibly some Jacksepticeye as well, or the Rad Brad, I guess those kinds of people. Those are really cool guys, really good at what they do. Other reviewers, I guess, I don't know, not Linkara. He's okay, but you know, I guess kind of like him in terms of story-wise, but JonTron, in my opinion, has always been better with story. He's just a lot more entertaining to watch overall as well, but yeah, he just, in my opinion, does better stories, and you guys should check out JonTron if you haven't. He made some new videos recently, and he's doing well, but anyway, even though I'm telling you about these other guys, I'm basically bringing them up also to tell you how my show is going to be when I actually get around to making it in that sort of style, to have some semblance of a story or whatnot. I think it's going to go really well. I mean, it's going to take a lot longer than usual, and when it comes to filming stuff, it's going to take more than a camcorder. I actually want to get some cameras as well as some boom mics and lighting. More lighting than usual, and yeah, that's going to go well, and I hope that you all will stay tuned for all that in the works, and if you have any questions, concerns, or whatnot, please feel free to actually contact me. Like I said, I'm mostly always available, and as long as you ask or message me, I will answer. And if I don't, it's probably because of work or whatnot. But I will definitely get back to you guys whenever I can. And you can even comment below, and we can talk that way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot is coming, and despite some technical difficulties, which I have Elgato Gaming Capture HD, and I use Camtasia Studio. There's also the Adobe programs I'm going to get used to, like Adobe Photoshop and Premiere Pro and Illustrator, which I'm also going to do my very best to get used to. It's not that I can't do it, it's just there's some aspects of it that I don't exactly know all that much about, and I'm relatively new at this sort of thing, and I always give credit where it's due towards my friends, supporters, family, whatnot, anyone who's willing to help out. You guys deserve credit. I'm not going to be like Steve Jobs and take the glory for myself. No. I actually give a damn about all of you, because if it wasn't for you guys, I don't even think I would actually be making videos at all. So I want to thank you all for everything, because it really has been a pleasure making videos, interacting with all of you, and I'm hoping that I can interact with all of you more, and we'll definitely get the chance to do that, okay? All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. There's going to be a Patreon set up, and a lot of other stuff is coming soon. And when I release the Patreon, I think it's going to look amazing, and it will take a while to actually set it up. But yes, I'm not e-begging or anything. I'm not asking for money. I'm going to handle myself before I even go so far as to ask for studio equipment. And have to have a studio first, because really, there's a lot of work put into that, and where I'm living now doesn't exactly have the best place for that. But anywho, I'm sorry if I'm rambling or whatnot, but I just wanted to tell you all that. Thank you all for your support and whatnot, and stay tuned for the next videos. Vamp